Millions of Americans will lose their job in 2024, warns the CBO report. Now, CBO stands for Congressional Budget Office. That's one of the red tape departments that come out with all these stats and statistics for the government.
Today, we are diving into some eye-opening predictions about the job market in 2024. I stumbled upon a video of Fain, successful entrepreneur and YouTuber, that discusses the projections from the Congressional Budget Office, CBO, and the Federal Reserve. And let me tell you, it's quite concerning. So let's break it down together.
The Congressional Budget Office report released on December 15th projected a rise in the unemployment rate from 3.9% to 4.4% by the end of the year. Millions of Americans will lose their jobs, painting a bleak picture of the U.S. economy in 2024. The CBO attributed the expected deterioration in the economic conditions to several factors, including weaker consumer spending, lower non-residential investment, and reduced exports. The report said that these factors would outweigh the positive effects of higher government spending and lower taxes. We're slightly headed towards potentially a light recession. Now, I'm not saying we're going to have a recession, but I'm just telling you the goal is to have GDP at 2% or better. They're saying we're going to come in at 1.4%. Not good. The Fed also expected the unemployment rate to increase to 4.1% by the end of 2024, which was lower than the CBO's estimate.
So accordingly to the CBO report released on December 15th, 2023, last year, they are forecasting a rise in the unemployment rate from 3.9% to 4.4% by the end of the year. That's millions of Americans potentially losing their jobs. Now, that's a tough pill to swallow, but it's crucial information we need to be aware of. The report talks about several factors contributing to this grim outlook, including weaker consumer spending, reduced exports, and lower non-residential investment. These are all indicators of a struggling economy, and it's something we can't afford to ignore.
My point in having this conversation with you guys is that we got to be careful. We got to be careful out here as we keep what we earn, stay out of consumer debt, and save and invest. Number one, before we can do any of that, we got to be employed. And that's why I keep telling you guys to always be adding additional streams of income, because you never know what these employers may or may not do. I'm telling you right there, you got two bodies, CBO and the Federal Reserve, giving you their outlook on 2024. They believe unemployment will go up to 4.4%. That's CBO's prediction. The Fed's prediction is 4.1%. So they're telling you the job market, the labor market is going to continue to soften. All I'm telling you guys is protect your income. And the way you protect it is by having multiple streams of income.
Now, let's take a step back and analyze what this means for us. If the job market is tightening and the economy is slowing down, it's more important than ever to safeguard our income. That means being proactive and finding additional streams of income to protect ourselves from potential job loss. Over the last year, I spent so much time spreading the word to people around me, asking them if they realized that they could lose their jobs. Anyway, as you can see, it's serious. We are living weird times. But it's not just about earning more. It's also about managing our finances wisely, paying off consumer debt, living within our means, and saving for the future are all crucial steps we can take to weather the storm. Does this apply only to the US? What about the country you are living in? Let me know in the comments.
So please get ahead of this thing before someone comes to you and say, hey, your job is being eliminated. Now, no one wants that to happen. I don't want it to happen. You don't want it to happen. But here's the hard, fast truth. It could happen. I've read you the predictions for 2024. They are predicting for the labor market to soften. They're predicting that real GDP for the United States will be under 2% in 2024.
I don't know about you, but hearing these predictions definitely has me thinking about my own financial situation. It's a wake-up call to prioritize financial stability and resilience in the face of uncertainty. I have been disturbing my friends and family about that information, trying to see if we all understand the same thing. It's been 2 years since the inflation rates grew like crazy, and I see many people living in bubbles. When I think about the impact on consumer spending, if people are tightening their belts due to job insecurity, it could have ripple effects throughout the economy. That's why it's so important to be mindful of our spending habits and focus on building a solid financial foundation. For me, starting an online business is absolutely a serious option to consider. It's not time to depend on anybody. It's time to take our responsibilities and control our lives. Do you agree or disagree?
According to the report, around 202,000 new claims for unemployment benefits were filed in the first week of the month. Now, they're talking about December 2023. And about 1.87 million workers were still receiving unemployment benefits, which indicate a scarcity of job opportunities. Although slightly more optimistic than the CBO, the Federal Reserve had a similar outlook for the economy in 2024. It predicted that the real GDP growth would slow down to 1.4% in 2024. People are going to spend less because they're going to have less job opportunities. I just mentioned 1.87 million workers getting unemployment. That's up. And they believe it'll continue to rise.
So what can we do in light of these predictions? First and foremost, we need to be proactive about protecting our income. That means diversifying our sources of revenue and being prepared for any potential disruptions in the job market. I personally decided to use digital marketing in the process to diversify my income and build online businesses. What about you? You need to deeply think about all these, or maybe it's none of your business. Additionally, we need to be disciplined about managing our finances, cutting back on unnecessary expenses, paying off debt, and building up our savings can provide a safety net during uncertain times. So the predictions for the job market in 2024 may seem daunting, but we have the power to take control of our financial futures. By staying informed, being proactive, and making smart financial decisions, we can navigate these challenges and emerge stronger than ever. Now, watch this video next to discover what to choose between real estate and affiliate marketing. With all we covered in this video, is real estate still the perfect roadmap to wealth right now? We unveil the pros and cons of each model to help you make informed decisions and take control of your life. See you in the next one.